Well, we're
Top 10 things to do when you're moving with children.
moving with children. So I've got a 10-year-old and an 8-year-old. I actually moved with my kids when they were 3 and 1, and I also moved with a 6-week-old,
Wow.
which was fun. That was a fun time.
So let's start with number 1. What do you do first?
So number 1, first thing you do, have a family meeting to discuss the move. Encourage your kids to discuss their feelings and concerns. Talk about your first move. Let them know you will be depending on them to help from packing to settling into the new home. So let them, give them a heads up.
Your first move. In other words,
Their first move, yeah.
no, your.
Oh, your first move, like
yeah,
your plan.
The parents have them go back in their mind, however old they were. I mean, it could have been when they moved to college, but, what it was like.
I see. Talk about your first experience
Personal
moving.
experience.
And that it's going to be okay.
Yeah.
Let them know it's going to be okay.
Number 2.
Involve your kids, especially if they are older, in the selection of the new home. If the move is to a distant city, and if your children can't physically visit the city and see the houses, then show them virtual tours and photos of different neighborhoods, and let them know that you are taking their comments into consideration before making the final decision. So let them be involved,
Part of the selection.
part of the selection in the choosing. It's good.
Okay.
Decision-making.
The third thing, cut through clutter throughout your house before you pack. Get your kids to help you identify what you can and can't throw away. It's okay to keep mementos that hold important memories, but certain items, such as clothing, toys, and electronics that are no longer used, should be purged, sold, or donated, discarded, whatever, before packing.
I'd like to do this even without moving.
Yeah, that's a good idea. We should, well, that's called spring cleaning.
But you know what? I do recommend when I sit down with a seller, if they have kids, because a lot of sellers think you gotta declutter, and that's very important to declutter, and I'm not saying no to that, but allow them, don't take all their toys away. They're thinking, oh my goodness, now all my toys are gone. So this is what moving is. I get rid of all my, because for kids, it's their stuff that they have.
The
So
toys they're not playing with.
the ones they're not playing with, let
Yeah.
them keep them. And
The old toys.
it's okay to have a little box over in the corner while people are walking through their houses of toys.
The teddy bear will
Everyone's okay with that.
vomit on it or something. Things you can, there's things to save and things to not.
Exactly.
Okay, number 4. Organize, you want to
I'll take number 4.
Yeah,
Organize a moving sale or sales. Organize and inventory items for a yard sale and let your children know that the proceeds from the sale will be used to buy something for the entire family. Maybe a new giant flat screen TV, a puppy, a vacation. Let your children help run the sale. That's great.
Trip to Orlando, probably.
Usually that's where they go, right?
Number 5, research the new place. Learn everything you can about the new neighborhood and encourage your children to do research themselves as well. Get local newspapers and magazines to learn about groups and events in the new city. Learn about and share information with your children about community organizations, school groups, sports, and other social and civic activities. Okay?
It's good. Learn about the new place. Let them know.
I'll go with 6. Make plans for the new house. Get your children excited about the new house by having them plan where furniture will go, the colors you will be decorating the different rooms, and if new furniture will be purchased, have them look online and in catalogs to help choose the new pieces of furniture.
Like, completely involve them in everything so they can visualize what's
Okay.
going to be in their new rooms.
Countdown. Number 7.
Conduct a site visit whenever possible. Even if you beat the moving van by a day or 2, stay at a local hotel and visit the children's schools with them. Local library, community theater, YMCA, etc. You can also show your children where you will be working. Maybe show them the new job. The local parks is probably good. That type of thing.
Okay.
It's your new park.
It's the count up, I guess. It's number 8. Host a see you soon party. I like this one.
I do too.
It's tough for children to move because they will be saying goodbye to friends. Instead, call it a see you soon party to put a positive spin on the occasion and make sure everyone can share contact information. Take lots of photos at the party and even make plans with your children's friends' parents to meet halfway, if that's possible, for a day visit in the not-so-distant future.
Nice. That's a good one.
That's a good
Okay, number 9, map the move. So get maps and mark places of interest along the travel route of the move to make it more interesting, and also map out points of interest in the new town as well.
And what, are we on number 10?
We are on number 10.
Plan fun things in the new town. Basically, you should be a tourist. For example, go places that no one who lives in town will go to. I've never been to the North Church. Or
You
been on
haven't?
No.
You haven't? You're kidding.
I've had a drink in the neighborhood. I know where
wow.
it is.
Yeah,
It's in the north
it's in
end.
the north end, yeah.
Or been
Or
on
the
a duck boat.
Well, maybe when the Patriots win the Super Bowl, you can go on a duck boat with them.
In Boston. Have you been on a duck boat?
You know what? I have not, but my children have.
Evan, have you been on a duck boat? No, Evan's.
Yeah.
But I bet almost every tourist that comes to Boston goes to the church and hops a duck boat.
My husband has never done the Freedom Trail, and he's grew up in Boston. Never
but-
walked it.
Yeah, but he knows where it is.
He knows where it is,
I've
yeah.
never walked it.
I've walked part of it. But it would be a good idea.
Kayak at the nearby state park, go apple picking, go to a local museum in the new town. If your children have met new friends, bring them along as well.
It's good. It would be good for, even as an adult to get to know neighbors and maybe host some kind of welcoming party at your new house to meet some neighbors, like an open house type of thing.
We're going to give credit to How Stuff Works for that
So
list.
I also recommend a couple of books to give to children or read with your children, especially if they're under the age of 10. And one of them is by Heather Maisner. It's called We're Moving. The Berenstein Bears Moving Day. You know the Berenstein Bears?
I've heard it.
Yep, so that's a good one, and that's by Stan Bernstein. And then Alexander, Who's Not, Do You Hear Me? I Mean It, Going to Move, and that's by Judith Viorst. But those are good books. I've given them those books to owners.
You've done your research.
Yeah, well, I've actually given these, not all 3 of them, but, not to every family, I don't give all 3 of them, but I pick up one of those books and give them to the kids.
Good.
Right after I get the listing.
It's a good idea.
Because I have got the kids, and not always the kids aren't sad about moving.
Right.
They're
They're moving.
it's
to
not
a
always sad.
better part of town sometimes.
Yeah.